My name is Roger, and this is your Daily Tarot Map for Saturday, January 9th, 2016, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to your Daily Tarot Map. Today we conclude our work with the Thelema Tarot, as tomorrow we begin working on a new deck for the coming week, so be sure to tune in then to see what that deck is. So, on to our draw using the Thelema Tarot. The three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Empress, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. So first off, it's worth mentioning that all three cards in our draw today are ill-dignified, or in other words, they're badly aspected by their surrounding cards. Now, the first card in our draw is a beautiful Empress seated on a throne surrounded by lush greenery. She is the mother archetype, and as such represents fertility, abundance, and creativity. In her ill-dignified position here, however, that creativity may be blocked. Maybe you're just not feeling it these days for whatever reason. Maybe something in your life isn't growing as it should. Or perhaps this is a new project or side business that you've been planning and thinking about and contemplating but just haven't got off the ground. Maybe you're in the midst of a creative project but you're unsure of where to go next. In some cases, this card might even point, in this ill-dignified position, might even point to undeveloped creativity. Now, that is to say, you have the talent, but you haven't taken any steps to do anything with it, to bring it into fruition. We all feel blocked from time to time, and the best remedy to overcome that block is to keep plodding forward regardless of how we're feeling, as suggested by our second card, the Eight of Swords, which makes an appearance for the second time this week. Now, if you remember, this card is about feeling stuck, trapped, and unable to move. But in its ill-dignified state, we see movement here once again. Remember earlier this week, I mentioned that the gaps in the swords, between the swords, are large enough for her to get through? Well, now is the time for us to squeeze through those gaps. This is about releasing ourselves from our self-imposed prison by forcing ourselves to make a move. Now, yes, I did say self-imposed because, many of our creative blocks are because of doubt or lack of self-confidence. By working through the blocks, it often helps us in smashing them down. I've forced myself to write when I felt completely blocked, and after a few minutes, to my surprise, the words began flowing smoothly. So what's important here is that we don't allow our blocks to overpower us or to cause our talents to remain undeveloped. We get that same idea again by our last card, the Seven of Pentacles, which also makes a second appearance this week. This card is about indecision, hesitancy, and assessment. Perhaps assessment to the extreme. The idea of analysis paralysis that comes to mind here. But in its ill-dignified state, this card can represent the end of procrastination. We can only play the should I or shouldn't I game for so long. At some point, we have to make a move if we want to reach our goals. So yes, it might be challenging, and we will no doubt have our good days and our bad days. But think about a year from now, how much better off you'll be, or at least how much closer to your goals you'll be if you take action now. So the message today for these three cards is, if we wait around for inspiration, we may be waiting forever. Once we make a move, inspiration will find us. So today's advice card comes from the Symbolon deck, and the card drawn randomly from the deck was Disagreement. So the Disagreement card is about discovering the bone of contention and then fixing it. If you find yourself in disagreements with others today, ensure that these disagreements are resolved by the end of the day. Leaving harsh words or unthoughtful actions to fester causes even more damage in the long run. So make sure all parties agree at the end of the day, even if it's to disagree in harmony. That is to say, we agree to disagree. This might be where a daily draw comes in, and the need to overcome those blocks to harmony. Until you do, you may be unable to move forward with a relationship or with a situation. So today, work on ironing out any differences that may come up with others and try to find a solution that benefits everyone. And that's it for today. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you'd click the like button below. And also visit my website at tarot-dude.com, where you'll find tarot tips, tricks, as well as all my contact information. And now that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.